was at a briefing with the IGP at the National Election Security Task Force briefing. And I would say that we don't have anything to worry about. The political parties who were present were briefed in camera. It is not all the details I can release, but we are in safe hands. The IGP and his group will be in charge of the election. There is no way that we'll have any local authorities or any political appointees trying to take over the activities. And to add, one fortunate thing about where I stand as a politician is that in 2004, I was posted to the District Electoral Commission office in Jirapa, and it was an election year. So I managed to get real work experience of how the Electoral Commission works in an election year. And these things that are happening, as much as it may raise concerns to some people, I think they have been resolved to a large extent, and we don't have much to worry about. The main stakeholders, the EC, the police, the political parties, they are all doing their bit. At this point, I think that the only point of concern that I have with the EC is under the Public Elections Regulations 2020, CI 127. If you go to section 6, subsection B, which says furnish a copy of the published names and pictures of the presiding officers to a political party and any candidate contesting the election. Indeed, they've given copies to the branches, constituency branches, but this is something where it is even stated that a registered political party or even just a person qualified to vote may raise an objection. So this list is not for only consumption by the political parties at the constituency level. The candidates, as in the parliamentary aspirants, the presidential candidates, are supposed to have copies.
Read the rule again.
Is 19(6)(b). The commission shall publish at the district office.
So that's what I'm looking at.
Yes.
Publication.
It has to be published.
It's not handing to the parties.
Exactly. If that is under A, but in B, they also have to give the parties copies. And it's been confirmed that B has been done. But if A has not been done, then A has to be done as soon as possible. Because the political parties, we are not the only stakeholders. I would say that the main stakeholders in this election are the 19 million voters. The ordinary man on the street, he has a right to know what is happening. Because when it comes to the suspicions around the EC, it is not limited to the EC alone.
Right.
The suspicions go over into the political parties as well. The EC is a neutral arbiter. The problems come only when people have this perception.
Dr. Bosman, on this particular issue, we know about the Dwaboso constituency where the NDC has raised issues with some of the people, and they've brought the evidence to the public.
That's right.
We can see the evidence.
They brought the evidence.
Yes, it looks impregnable.
Yes.
Okay.
That the people they have listed, they show you their details, their biometrics, so to speak, and they are MPP people, and they are supposed to be
executives.
MPP executives.
Of the MPP.
Yes, MPP executives who have been selected as EC polling officers. I'm sure this has been brought to you. What have you done concretely?
To be frank, you are the first person mentioning it. Maybe because of our work, but let's be very frank. What we have said is that anywhere where you have an issue, as you read, we've given those details to the parties. So the onus is on the party to write to the EC. And this evidence you are giving and you are saying very, very impregnable, once the EC sees that we take action, then we'll quickly inform our officer, a committee, get the information, then we replace them. So this one, return of, when we did the recruitment for return officers, well, that one very, very critical. I remember in one of the constituencies in Ahafo, there was a certain gentleman NDC petitioned against, and MPP also petitioned against the same person. We had a similar incident in the Savannah region. We had a committee looking into it. Then the conclusion was that all those 2 people should be expelled. And we did that. So for this one, it's part of the work. And it's not only limited to NDC petitioning. MPP, in 2020, I remember they petitioned some people who were campaigning for NDC, who had also been recruited by the EC as officials. We removed them. NDC also did the same in 2020. So this one is just, that's the nature of the business. So once this evidence comes to us, we will not hesitate. And considering the fact that we only have about 6-7 days to the election, we will act quickly so that the officer can have enough time to replace them.
Okay.
And I've gotten information from the...
In that list, for example, we see they have picked up Danso Aaron.
That's right.
These are card-bearing MPP people. Danso Aaron, Odro Williams, Asamoah Samson, Yeboah Samuel, Amwa Eric, Amwa David, Mensah John, Sebe, Ofori Frederick. You are seeing some of them. They've actually gone to show them in MPP paraphernalia.
Some of them had gone ahead to endorse
and they are in
parliamentary candidates.
They are on campaigns.
This is Gabusu.
Yes. Eva Eduhene, Owusu, Anastasia, and they are showing you pictures of these people with MPP, and the association appears so evident. Edu Evelyn, Ahmed Kwabna Abbas, you have Mensah Jessica, you have Joseph Nkwa, and Amo Fache Stephen, as well as Adair Robert, Opoku Frimpong Rexford, Edu Hayford, and Dominic Duku Ampim, Kingsley Kofi, among others.
This one, once the evidence is
so just a quick
simple.
That,
right,
if you don't mind.
Right.
You see? So when I spoke earlier and I was a bit nebulous, Evans Dimakon came in asking for evidence. This is the evidence.
Right.
Jaboso is just one.